Player ratings. Goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale. What are we going to give Aaron Ramsdale out of 10? Tricky one. We considered 2 goals. He made a couple of good saves like the one from Nunes. A couple of his clearances from the back were all over the place. He put like a couple of them out for throwing. So to be fair, not to be too excited and too carried away, I'm thinking of giving him a 7, but I think a 6. I have to put my excitement on the side for a couple of minutes. I'm going to give him a 6. He made maybe a 7. I know there's a couple of passes he gave to Saka and Martinelli. He only made 2 saves though and didn't have any punches or high claims to get. Key passes, none. He completed only 6 out of his 19 passes today. Ground duels, he won 1 out of 1. So I'm feeling bad about giving him a 6 after we beat Liverpool, but I think 6 is fair enough. I do think 6 is fair enough. So I'm going to stick with the 6 for, correct me if I'm wrong, would you give Ramsdale a 7? He did make a very good saves in terms of Nunes in the first half. But I think 6 is enough he didn't have too many saves to make, only 2. You don't have too many saves to make when you have Partey and these guys in front of you. So 6 for him. Next up is Tomiyasu at left back position. Why is Mikel Arteta playing Tomiyasu at left back? This guy's been injured for like a year. Arsenal is going to lose. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 4. Salah is going to expose this guy. I've told you guys, Arteta does not know what he's doing. Well, joke's on you. Tomiyasu gets an 8 for today for marking out. We considered 2 goals. I was going to give him a 7, but I have to give him an 8 because we didn't see Salah for the entire game. The top scorer for the last 5 seasons in the Premier League, we did not see him the whole game today. 6 clearances, he made 6 clearances. He had 1 interception, 3 tackles. He won 3 out of the 4 ground duels he was involved in. 83% in terms of accurate passes. I mean, he marked out Salah and Trent from that side. Did Trent even put in 1 cross today? I don't think so. Salah, not at all. Salah was not there at all. Tomiyasu, I'm going to have to give him an 8 because that is not his position. And most of you are saying this, Tomiyasu is not going to play well at left back. Arteta does not know what he's doing. So I'm going to give him an 8 despite conceding 2 goals. I would understand if we gave him a 7 or anything like that. Next up is Saliba. I was going to also give him an 8, but let's not get too carried away. I'm going to give him a 7 for today. The guys who they were supposed to mark the likes of Nunes still got a goal and stuff. He had 2 ground duels and he won 2 of them. He had 2 aerial duels and he won both of them. He lost position 8 times. He had 83% in terms of accurate passes and 54 touches in the game. He also completed 3 out of his 6 long balls. I'm going to give him a 7. What a fantastic player. Listen, I would understand if you gave him an 8. I think he's a very, very good player. I think he did quite well today as well, especially there's some tackles he was making. Like, whenever Saliba is on the pitch, you feel very safe. Like, do you know how far we've come? Like, do you know we had Mustafi playing there? Socrates, Sculacci, Senderos, Juru, all these actual terrible defenders. So when you have Saliba as a 20-year-old playing for us like that, things are looking so good. So for today, I'm going to give him a 7. I've given Tomiyasu a high one because we literally did not see Salah in that game. So I am going to stick with the 7 for Saliba. Gabriel is quite a tough one. Now, he still made a couple of very good interceptions. I know some of you would say he made that mistake and he gave away the ball maybe once or twice, but he still made a couple of good clearances, especially at the end with the last 2 minutes, when they were putting in those crosses from the back. He did clear a couple of them. So I know it's not been great, as I think Isaac said earlier on, but I'm going to give Gabriel a 6 for today. They probably gave away the goal, the first one, but apart from that, I don't think he was a total disaster, like a Mustafi kind of disaster, or let us say Varane kind of disaster. Man United fans would not love that, but Varane has been a disaster for most games. Gabriel gets a 6 for today. I'm going to give him 6 out of 10, but he definitely needs to improve his game. He's been making a lot of mistakes this season. I'm kind of worried for him because Ben White has been playing well and Saliba has been playing well and Tomiyasu is back. Tierney is there. If Zinchenko comes back, like there's a chance he could be dropped to the bench for Saliba and Ben White to start at centre back, and he's the only left-footed centre back we have. So I'm really hoping he improves very soon. But he had 2 ground duels. He won both of them. Aerial duels, he had 2 of them. He didn't win any. He also made 4 clearances. He blocked 2 shots. So he wasn't a disaster. Yes, he made a mistake for the goal, but I am going to give him a 6 out of 10. And then Ben White, one of my favorite Arsenal players, the guy that some of you do not like, Ben White. Why is Arsenal paying 50 million for Ben White? What is Arteta doing? What is Edu? 50 million for Ben White? This is one of the worst signings in Arsenal's history. 50 million. Arteta out. Edu out. They do not know what they are doing. Ben White is absolutely overrated. Ben White should not be 50 million. I'll tell you why Ben White should not be 50 million. Because he should be 80 million. That is why he shouldn't be 50 million. Because he should be 80 million. That is why. Ben White has been playing for us at right back. He's not a right back, remember? And we've not noticed it. Tomiyasu is having to move to the left side because Ben White is too good on the right side. Too good. We have 790 likes on Facebook. Let's get to 1,000. I'm all over the place, but Ben White is going to get a 7. I know he considered those goals, but Ben White, like, even the way he was going forward, he was actually, like, the way he was working with Odegaard and Saka on that side, Ben White was overlapping so well. So, David in the chat, I know you said Ben White cannot attack so well, but you saw it today. He has it in him because he can pass the ball. He's not bad. He's already gotten a couple of assists this season. In terms of ground duels, he won 4 out of 5 against Jota, Diaz, these guys. 1 out of 1 aerial duel won, 100%. 2 tackles, 2 clearances. He had 3 out of 8 long balls. He also attempted 1 dribble, which he completed. He was fouled once as well, and he only committed 1 foul. Now, the one thing that I love about Ben White that most people won't notice is that Ben White, since last season, I think Ben White has picked up like 3 yellow cards since the start of last season. He does not get exposed that much to the point of where he's picking up yellow cards. As a centre back and as a right back, Ben White does not pick up yellow cards and red cards like that. Not at all. And he's up against Zaha, he's up against Son, up against Luis Diaz, all these guys on that left side. But he's very disciplined. He doesn't get those many yellow cards, and that is why I absolutely love him. Ben White, one of my favorite Arsenal players. Put some respect on him. He gets a 7 for today. Next up is Granit Xhaka. These days, I don't even know whether we are talking about Granit Xhaka. Like, we rather even start calling him Xavi or Iniesta or Paulo or, I don't know, Zanetti or Cambiaso, you know, these legendary guys, because Xhaka is up there with these guys' performances. I'm going to give him a 7 for today. I would not disagree if you gave him something like an 8, but he is a fighter. He will not let you bully him. He had the way he's going forward as well, 70% in terms of accurate passes, 2 out of 5 ground duels won, 3 out of 4 aerial duels won. He made 5 clearances. He blocked 1 shot. He made 1 tackle as well. No yellow card. Did he get a yellow card? Granit Xhaka did not get a yellow card. Another game where Granit Xhaka did not pick up a yellow card. What? What is happening? Granit Xhaka is not picking up yellow cards. Granit Xhaka did not pick up a red card against Liverpool. The world is ending. Granit Xhaka actually gone 3 big games without picking up a yellow card or a red card. Things are looking good. Things are looking brilliant. Xhaka gets a 7 for today. Fantastic player once again. In a game like this, with the likes of Henderson, Thiago, surprised they didn't start Fabinho. You need someone like Xhaka to not get bullied in midfield. Keep your focus, keep your concentration, don't lose your position. He was running forward and back very, very well. He was keeping his position in terms of knowing where he should be at a particular time. And this season, Granit Xhaka, I probably think he's been in the top 10 of the best players in the Premier League this season. Granit Xhaka, we have to give him the respect. We were always talking bad about him when he wasn't doing well, but right now, if we signed Yuri Tielemans or Milinkovic-Savic or Douglas Luiz, they would be on the bench because Xhaka would be playing. That is the truth. So Granit Xhaka gets a 7 for today. Again, fantastic performance. Thomas Partey, he lost the ball a couple of times. Very, very silly, especially at the end of the first half. But especially in the second half, the tackles he was making, someone like Thiago did not get a lot of joy on the ball. So since I've given Xhaka 7, I'm going to give Partey the same score, score as well. Very solid in midfield, so I can't give them an 8 because they did give away the ball a couple of times. But 91% in terms of accurate passes, 6 out of 7 long balls completed. Very good at passing, 6 clearances, 2 interceptions, 1 tackle. He was only dribbled past once. That is the kind of midfielder we want. You did not know how happy I am Thomas Partey was fit for this Tottenham and Liverpool game. Even if you want to rest him for the Leeds game next week, as long as he was fit for these 2 games, I am so happy. These were the 2 games I really wanted Partey to be fit, and he was fit. Really, really thankful for that. He changes the game for us 100%. He's like, no disrespect to Lokonga or anyone like that, El Neni, but today you remove Partey from that midfield and you put someone else, you will tell Partey's not there. He's very, very good. The only thing about today is that he didn't take a shot. He always takes shots every single game, so he didn't get the chance to. But Partey very, very solid once again in midfield. Not easy to play against that Liverpool midfield, and he did well. Apart from the balls he gave away twice, he did well. I'm happy with that. Partey gets a 7 for today. Next up, I'm so excited, man. I've been talking today. I've talked a lot of crap as well today. Odegaard, Martin Odegaard. Why is Martin Odegaard starting? Why is Fabio Vieira not starting? No, Arteta does not know what he's doing. Fabio Vieira was man of the match against Bodo Glimt. No, Odegaard does not deserve to start. Why is he even captain? No, I do not agree with this. Arteta, please, Arteta out. Let's bring in Patrick Vieira. No, Thomas Partey, Odegaard in midfield, I do not like that. Odegaard, why is he not shooting the ball? Please. Odegaard, did you see that pass to Martinelli? That is dirty. He should be arrested for that pass. He literally carved them apart. Martin Odegaard, the best Norwegian in the league. Haaland wants to grow up to be like Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard is Haaland's captain in Norway for a reason, because Haaland looks up to Odegaard. That is why Martin Odegaard gets an 8 out of 10 for today. Very, very good pass, man. What a player. What a fantastic... Like Odegaard, he was a Real Madrid player. Anyone who plays for Real Madrid, I know I make fun of Man United with Casemiro and all these guys, Varane, but anyone who plays for Real Madrid and Man City and you get them at Arsenal, there's a reason why they were at Man City and Real Madrid first. Playing under Ancelotti, however you want to call him, playing under Pep Guardiola, all these guys, playing under Zinedine Zidane. There's a reason why they've been playing under these people. He's the captain. Like, this guy has done more for us in terms of captaincy than Lacazette last season. Again, I keep on saying, I'm not talking bad about Lacazette and Aubameyang. They did well for us for a couple of seasons. I'm just referring to last season alone. Odegaard, fantastic once again. 8 out of 10. Let me check his stats for today to see if I'm going too overboard. He did get a yellow card today. Can I even remember when he got a yellow card? He got a yellow card in the first half. I don't even remember it. I think I was busy celebrating our goal or something like that. Martin Odegaard today, he had 80% in terms of accurate passes. He made 1 key pass. He got an assist for Martinelli. Shots on target 1, 3 out of 6 ground duels, 1 out of 4 aerial duels won. He was fouled once. He only committed 1 foul as well. That pass, I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. I would understand if you gave him a 7 out of 10. Maybe I'm going too overboard, but I'm going to give him 8 out of 10 just for being Haaland's mentor. Just for being Haaland's mentor, I'm going to give him an extra point. 8 out of 10 for Martin Odegaard. And then we come to the forward players. My goodness. These guys, man, like every time I see these 3 guys, I just smile. I've been saying it since the preseason. Jesus is playing like he's been playing with Martinelli and Saka for like 10 years already. Like, you cannot tell that they've been playing together for like 4 months only. Like, the understanding between them is fantastic. All of them are giving 100% in their game. 100%. Every single game. Martinelli has started every single game for us this season. Every single one of them. And he's played 90 minutes like when everyone else is getting subbed off. Martinelli is playing 90 minutes. He's fit. He's always performing. He just ended Trent Alexander-Arnold's career today. He just ended his World Cup dreams. Poor Trent Alexander-Arnold. Gabriel Martinelli, the pace. Oh my goodness. Like, we know Martinelli is quick, but the way he just ran past Diaz today, like, is he like quicker than the likes of Theo Walcott back in the day? Like, he's actually very, very quick. Gabriel Martinelli scored a goal. The performance was absolutely fantastic. Once again, showing us why we have to keep him fit. He's fun. Last season, Smith Rowe was better than Martinelli, especially in December of last season. Smith Rowe was scoring goals. Martinelli was sitting on the bench. Martinelli was coming on. And, you know, some of you said, let's go back to the negative fans. Why is Arteta keeping Martinelli on the bench? This is why Arteta should not be Arsenal manager. This guy is overrated. Tottenham have just brought in Antonio Conte and we have Mikel Arteta. What the hell is the Arsenal board doing? This guy should be out of Arsenal. Definitely do not agree with that, but I do agree with Martinelli being on the bench last season. He's absolutely fantastic. Like, if he was starting games for us last season, we'd probably have gotten that top 4. What a player. I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. That finish in the first half, that first minute of the game, you know, they usually say it takes you time to build up to the game. You know, you're not ready in the first 5 minutes. You have to warm up, you know, test the goalkeeper, blah, blah, blah. Not with Martinelli. Within the first 1 minute, he had ended Trent's career and exposed Alisson. He showed Alisson that he's not even the best Brazilian goalkeeper in the league. He showed him that. Martinelli, what a finish from Gabriel Martinelli. I'm not talking crap, by the way. I'm just super excited. Liverpool fans who are watching this, what a finish. The composure to finish that, fantastic. And then it was a Thierry Henry kind of finish, fantastic. This Martinelli guy is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This season alone, today he got a goal and he got an assist. That assist was for, let me see. Again, I was busy celebrating and shaking throughout the game. He got the first goal. What am I talking about? Cancel that. Just forget about that. Martinelli, 8? Glenn is giving Martinelli an 8 out of 10. What the hell? Everything Arsenal is the most overrated channel and page on YouTube and Facebook. What the hell? This Glenn does not know what he's talking about. Martinelli gets a 9 out of 10. What the hell am I talking about? Did you see that? I'd forgotten that assist for Saka. It was him. He actually got Diaz injured. Diaz could not run with Martinelli, got injured and got... You know what? I'm not even kidding. Diaz was running with Martinelli. Trent was running with Martinelli, and both of them got subbed off before halftime and at halftime. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Gabriel Martinelli. I am sorry, Gabriel Martinelli. I am so sorry. You get that extra 1 point for ending 2 careers on the same day. Fantastic player. 9 out of 10 for Martinelli. I am sorry. Forget about the 8 out of 10. Glenn does not know what he's talking about. That is a 9 out of 10 performance from Martinelli. Let's go to the other side. Oh my goodness, Bukayo Saka. I don't know what to say about Bukayo Saka, man. This guy just, I don't know who blessed us with Bukayo Saka. You know, Bukayo Saka is literally an angel who was sent to us. Because the time he came to Arsenal was the time we were experiencing one of our worst runs at Arsenal. I think it was a season where was it 2019? I think it was 2019 when Saka came, right? I know he was on the bench for the Europa League final against Chelsea, but the next season, so that is the one thing I say about Emre. Thank you for bringing Saka to the team. That December, I think it was the time we lost so many games with Emre, and then Ljungberg came. We got trashed by Man City. We beat West Ham. We lost another couple of games, and then Saka and Smith Rowe. We were blessed, like God or whoever. God, Allah, they sent us Smith Rowe and Saka when Arsenal was suffering the most. They told us, the heavens told us, you know what? Here you are. We are going to give you, by the way, Man United have scored a second goal. Who cares about them? Saka and Smith Rowe, they were sent to us at that desperate time. Here is Saka and Smith Rowe. They are going to come and save you. Look at what Saka is doing against Man United, against Tottenham, against Liverpool. Tsimikas had to almost break his leg, break his nose, whatever. That is the only way you can deal with him. Saka gets a 9 out of 10. Let me go through his stats for today. Let's see. So he got 2 goals. He had 43 touches, 82%. Remember what I've been saying since last season? When Saka has the ball, you know something is going to happen. Remember that. When Saka has the ball, you feel like something is going to happen, and it always does. 82% in terms of accurate passes. He won 4 out of 9 ground duels. He was fouled twice. He made 1 clearance, 1 tackle, 1 interception. These guys are not even defenders. They were coming back to help. Fantastic player. Absolutely fantastic. Bukayo Saka, 9 out of 10. What a player. What a player. And last week as well, he was very unlucky not to get a goal against Tottenham. He was quite good, very, very good again last week. Saka and Martinelli, like, give them new contracts. He's about to sign a new contract. I cannot wait. Because right now, if someone wants to buy Bukayo Saka right now, you're going to have to pay like 400,000. I do not 400,000 for his left finger alone. One of his left fingers. 400 million is what you need to pay for Saka. That is exactly what you need to pay for Bukayo Saka. 9 out of 10 for him. What a player. Absolutely exposed them for real today. Gabriel Jesus. They tried to take him out of the game. They tried to knock him out today. But as the commentator said, Jesus has risen once again. What a player. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 today, Gabriel Jesus. Man. But Glen. We signed Man City scraps. This guy was a bench player for Man City. Why are Arsenal signing him? He should not be playing for Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus. I'm telling you, Glen, Arsenal is going to suffer next season. Liverpool are signing Nunes and Arsenal are signing Jesus. What? This club's ambition is way, way under, man. Like, what are these guys doing? Gabriel Jesus, a guy who was sitting on the bench when Man City didn't have a striker. Why are we 40 million? Oh my goodness. We are giving him 45 million. Nah, Edu out, Arteta out. They do not know what they are doing. Well, his name is Gabriel Jesus. That is his name. He scores when he wants, he assists when he wants, he has a game of his life whenever he wants, and that is basically every single game this season. Gabriel Jesus gets an 8 out of 10. The first goal, it was Martinelli. The second goal, it was Martinelli to Saka assist. You know where it came from originally? From Jesus. Nice work in midfield to have the composure to actually calm down and look at the situation and pass the ball forward. That is Gabriel Jesus for you. Do you know who won the penalty today? Gabriel Jesus once again. Do you know who absolutely exposed Matip until he was subbed off today? Gabriel Jesus. Do you know who is the best Premier League striker right now? Okay, it could be Haaland, but we are going to say Gabriel Jesus because you've just beaten Liverpool. So it's going to be Gabriel Jesus who gets an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for Gabriel Jesus for today. Fantastic player. He's like, it seems like since Jesus came, Martinelli and Saka, both of them, their game has gone double. Like, they've both improved even more. Like I said at the beginning of the season, I did a video with Bavs at the beginning of the season, the predictions, and I think I said Jesus is going to score like more than 20 goals. I think he said Saka and Martinelli are going to have very good seasons. All of them are having fantastic seasons so far. Nothing to complain about. Like, I'm even losing count. I think Jesus has 5 goals and like 3 or 4 assists. If they count that penalties and assists, it could be like 4 assists. But even if he doesn't score, like today, Jesus didn't score, but he basically helped us get 2 goals today. The second goal and the third goal. He won the penalty and he helped us with the 2 goals. So Gabriel Jesus, fantastic, absolutely fantastic player, man. I am not going to complain about him. Buzzing with that. So this is where you need to help me because I was busy celebrating goals. I do not even know who came on today. I think, let me just check here. Fabio Vieira came on in the 94th minute, Nketiah 91st, Tierney 82. Those are the only 3 subs he made today. You know, I'm feeling so good. I'm going to give Tierney a 6. He came on. He looked good. Tierney gets a 6. Fabio Vieira came on in the... I'm even going to give a half today. I'm going to give him 5.5 Vieira. No one is getting a 5 today. There was no average performance today. Who else came on? Nketiah. Forget about it. He gets 5.5 as well. I don't care. No one gets a 5. All of them get just coming on for that win. You all deserve a 6, actually. 6 out of 10 for all of you who came on. Next up is Mikel Arteta. Media. Let's go back to the media house. Do you guys think Arsenal can beat Liverpool? Nah, you know, Mikel Arteta's been doing well, yeah, but I don't really think so, you know. Mikel Arteta, you know, yes, they've been doing good, but can he really beat Klopp? You know, Klopp is one of the best managers in the world, you know. I don't really think so, you know. Mikel Arteta's been doing good, but that was just Tottenham. Against Liverpool, I don't really think so, you know. Arteta will be exposed today. I'm going to go for 4-1 to Liverpool. Oh my goodness, Mikel Arteta started Tomiyasu at left back. This manager is so overrated. This manager should not even be a Premier League manager. He should be in the Championship with Reading and Bristol City and Birmingham. He should be in League One with Portsmouth and Plymouth and all this. He should be in League Two. This should not be an Arsenal manager. Glenn, Ben White at right back. David, I'm talking to you. Ben White at right back. Tomiyasu at left back. Nah, this is not it. Arteta's project is not going to work. This is not going to work. Mikel Arteta is super overrated. I'm going to go for Liverpool 4, Arsenal 1. Go to sleep. Mikel Arteta for today, you know what I'm going to give him? That is what I'm going to give him. I've never ever given the manager that, but I'm going to give him that as you can see on screen. 10 out of 10. We've beaten Liverpool and Tottenham back to back. And in the middle of the week, we had an extra game in the Europa League that he changed every single player, but he still managed to score 3 goals. And we scored a goal within the first 58 seconds. That has to come from the manager, because you could easily say, you know what, let's just try and keep it tight. Let's go for a 0-0 in the first 30 minutes. Let's prevent Liverpool from scoring. Let's see how it goes. Because, Liverpool has always beaten Arsenal, We cannot be sure Liverpool will still beat Arsenal. So let's defend. No. We started the game so quickly with Tomiyasu at left back, by the way. Tomiyasu at left back. Arteta is a genius. Tomiyasu at left back. Marking out Salah. Did you see Mohamed Salah in the game for today? I'm actually going to be giving him 11. We didn't even see Salah in the game today after that masterclass with Tomiyasu. We started the first half so quickly. We started the second half so quickly. That goal right before halftime, the tactics were perfect. I cannot complain about it. We exposed Trent Alexander-Arnold and Martinelli. We exposed the right side. Tsimikas had to foul people. He almost took out Jesus' head today. That's the only way he could have defended. Again, today we did not sit back. Usually when you play these big teams, especially away and at home, even recently, we just know we can't beat Liverpool, we can't beat Man City, we can't beat Man United away from home, blah, blah, blah. And usually say, what, let's try and get a draw. If we get a 1-1, I will be very, very happy. Not today. 1-1, no. Pick it up again. Let's go and try and get a second goal. Liverpool score again, fine. Let's try and get a third goal. We cannot sit down and try and get a draw. Today, Klopp had to change Salah and he had to bring on Fabinho and Konate to defend the 2-2. Today, it was Arsenal putting Liverpool under the cosh. We are the ones dominating them in the final 10 minutes to try and get a third goal. And we did. We won the penalty and we scored the goal. And once again, another brilliant performance at home. We beat Liverpool. I need to check when was the last time we beat Liverpool. I know we beat Liverpool when they won the league, when Nelson scored. I was just trying to check when was the last time we scored a goal against Liverpool, because it's been long. It's been long since we scored a goal against Liverpool. It's been years. You have to give him a 10 out of 10. Tell me a reason why you're not going to give him a 10 out of 10. The first goal, yes, we conceded 2 goals, but I don't care. I don't care. We scored against Liverpool. We beat Liverpool. What are you talking about? We scored 3 goals against Liverpool in a game. When was the last time we did that? So I would understand if you gave him a 9 out of 10, but today I'm feeling so excited. And that Tomiyasu thing at left back is what has made me give him a 10. Because of the comments I read in the match build-up. We cannot win this game. Why is Tomiyasu at left back? Tomiyasu marked out Salah from that game. Arteta gets a 10 out of 10. No, I wouldn't understand if you gave him a 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for just that, Tomiyasu at left back. None of us expected that. Even Klopp did not expect Tomiyasu to start at left back. It caught them off guard. Surprise. And Tomiyasu was there to mark him out of the game. Last season, Liverpool beat us 2-0 at our place in the league and in the Carabao Cup. We also went to their place and drew 0-0, and they thumped us 4-0 at their place. The previous season, they came to the Emirates and beat us 3-0. Oh my goodness. Like we've really suffered, We have really suffered against Liverpool. This 3-0, 2-0, 4-0, 2-0 again. Like we've not even scored a goal against them for like 3 years or something. So the last time we actually scored a goal against Liverpool in the Premier League was back in 2020. 2020 is the last time we scored a goal against Liverpool. And we lost those games anyway, 3-1. And we did beat them at the end of 2019-2020. 10 out of 10 for Mikel Arteta. I don't care what anyone says. 10 out of 10. We are going to ask, who is your man of the match? Who would you give man of the match today? It could be Saka. It could be Martinelli. It could be Jesus. It could be Saliba if you want. It could even be Odegaard if you want, Xhaka. Who is your man of the match for today?